Good day. Nashot presents PropFlow Property Management, the complete system for running a rental portfolio in Namibia. Residential and commercial, from one screen. First, the part that matters most. PropFlow never holds your client's money. Rent is collected into your own bank account, and you keep your own trust banking. You pay a flat monthly fee, never a percentage of the rent you collect. PropFlow is the brain that keeps it all reconciled. Let me sign into a real agency on the system, the way a managing agent would, and take you straight through it. This is the Property Management Hub. At a glance, how many properties you manage, the rent under management each month, the deposits you are holding, and any open maintenance. Below, every part of the job is one click away. Showing the property is just as quick. Smart Booking sets up a viewing in seconds. Pick the property, add the person and a time, and PropFlow books it and confirms it to them on WhatsApp. Every viewing, from book to done, sits in one list, so nothing is double booked and no prospect is forgotten. Bringing a tenant on is a guided flow. You pick the property, choose the tenant and the owner, and set the rent, the deposit and your management fee. PropFlow sets up the lease in one pass, ready for the agreement and the first owner statement. No tenancy assembled across half a dozen screens. And before you approve anyone, you can screen them. One click runs an affordability and credit check on the applicant, and the result comes back graded, with any adverse listing flagged and recorded against the application. So every approval rests on a real, documented check, not a gut feel. At the center of it all is the owner ledger. For each property owner, a running statement of every Namibian dollar. The rent collected, your management fee, costs recovered, and what has been paid out. The balance always tells you exactly what you owe each owner. No spreadsheets, and never out of date. And it reconciles against your own bank. Import your trust account statement, and PropFlow matches each line against the rent it recorded and the payouts it made. Here, the rent that came in and the money paid out are matched automatically, and anything left over, like a bank charge, is flagged for you to handle. Collecting the rent is automated too. PropFlow builds a debit order batch for the month and sends it through your collection provider, into your own account. Each result comes back on its own, paid, or returned. A successful collection becomes a recorded payment straight away, and a returned debit is flagged as arrears, so you always know who is behind. Deposits are held properly. Each one is recorded with the interest it earns, and when a tenant moves out you settle up with clear, itemized deductions. Here, the cost of a repair raised from the inspection, so the refund is transparent and easy to defend. Maintenance lives in one place. Log a job, set how urgent it is, assign it, and track it from open, to in progress, to done, with the cost. And where the cost is the owner's, it flows straight onto their ledger, so you recover it without thinking about it. Every lease has its inspections. An ingoing report when the tenant moves in, and an outgoing one when they leave. Each is a simple condition checklist, area by area, with photos. The findings feed the deposit deductions, so the handover is fair on both sides. And it is not only houses. PropFlow runs commercial property too. Here is a multi-tenant office building. Each unit carries its base rent, its share of the building's running costs worked out by floor area, turnover rent where the lease calls for it, and a built-in escalation schedule. The full monthly charge for every tenant, calculated for you. And it all rolls up into reports. A rent roll of every property, arrears aging so you see who is behind and by how much, the income and fees you have earned, your deposit register, and a portfolio summary. Each one filtered by month and exported with a click. Every owner also gets a clean monthly statement, as a PDF or straight to their inbox, and at month end you prepare every owner's payout in one batch. That is PropFlow Property Management. Your whole portfolio, residential and commercial, reconciled down to the last Namibian dollar, with your money in your own bank. A flat fee, never a percentage. PropFlow, a nay-shot solution.